She got leggings on her head.
Hey, y'all.
Sorry if I sound stuffed, because my allergies is draining. I'll be alright.
Y'all, I'm keeping real. My hair is not what it's doing. So, yes, I may do have leggings on my head. But that's my business because I'm at home. Okay? He ain't have to call me out like that either, but it's okay because I'm rocking it.
Because you have to put it in the video. Because
your girl rocking it anyway. I'm being for real with y'all. But today, we are watching top 10 terrifying serial killers who are free right now. Just imagine if we walk past serial killer almost every day and you never know. So let's get right into it.
Number 10, Arfinn Nesset. This unassuming man once seemed like a stand-up citizen. After finishing school, Nesset quickly became head nurse at a Norwegian nursing home. When the number of deaths in the facility became suspiciously high, however, the police got involved. It's suspected that Nesset may have been responsible for up to 138 deaths, but he only admitted to 27 when interrogated. In 19...
How y'all let him get away with all that? Like, how did y'all not notice that? 100 and how many? How did y'all not notice people just
like how,
dropping?
Just like how I didn't remember the total.
They lost count.
83, he was found guilty of murdering 22 patients and sentenced to 21 years in prison, which was Norway's longest
21 years? 21 years? Just 21 years.
But y'all want to give my boy Tory Lanez 27, 28 years. For allegedly 5 times.
Oh my God.
Possible sentence at that time. After just 12 years in prison, he was released on good behavior and is now walking the street.
12 years? Y'all only gave him in 12 years on good behavior. He wasn't doing no good behavior when he was out here killing people. Are you sick?
Number 9, Mitchell Johnson and Andrew Golden. Nowadays, it seems as if there's a school shooting every month, but this was not the case in 1998 when Johnson and Golden shocked the nation. On March 24, 1998, Johnson, age 13, and Golden, age 11, wounded 10 people and killed 5 after pulling the fire alarm and shooting at the students and teachers who were evacuating the school.
Did both you and Andrew Golden shoot rifles at individuals who were later obviously killed or wounded?
Yes, sir.
They were found guilty of 5 counts of murder and imprisoned until they reached 21, which was the maximum under Arkansas law. After serving 7 and 9 years respectively, the two boys...
7 in Arkansas. Just 7 and 9 years. No, that does not justify a child going into a school doing that. That is ridiculous. Just 7 and 9 years till they turn 21.
I wonder what they're doing now.
Reaping what they sow.
No, they probably doing a good deed. They probably going to the schools, you know, school shooting away.
They don't even go back now, no school.
Well, I would, you know, give them some kind of drink over. They probably doing something good, though.
Number 8, Wolfgang Abel and Marco Forlan. Between 1977 and 1984, Abel and Forlan went on a vicious killing spree. The murders included burning a drug addict alive with Molotovs, crushing the skulls of 2
Whoa.
Crucial.
priests, stabbing a waiter 34 times, and hammering a nail into the forehead of another priest. At each
life. Because if they still walking this earth today, life, they...
Ma'am, apparently this stuff is old, so...
But still, that is ridiculous. How could they allow them to keep walking the face of the earth after crushing skulls, hammering nails, burning what they said, burning people, period. Don't matter what's wrong. That don't seem lifey to you?
No. Because they just gonna keep doing that stuff if they in there for life. They might as well just give them the death penalty. That's what I would have said.
After an initial 30-year sentence, both men were released as a result of an appeal process. Number 7, Louis van Schoor, also known as the apartheid killer. Louis van Schoor was a security guard who was in the employ of businesses in South Africa throughout the mid-1980s. He is suspected of having shot over 100 people and killing 39 while working as a guard. While on duty, he would approach businesses that had a tripped silent alarm and shoot the alleged burglars, almost exclusively people of color. He claims that his killings were not racially motivated, and he likes to refer to himself as a, quote, crime fighter. Regardless of what he calls himself, he was given 20 years in prison for 7 counts of murder and was...
Wait a minute now. So he call himself like a vigilante? Like, no, that's what the po-po folk. Don't do that.
Crime stops.
And he only got 20 years for doing this.
released after 12 years served. Number 6. Mika Muuranen. The role of the military in any country should be to keep the nation and its citizens safe. In 1994, however, military conscript Mika Muuranen brought the war home to Kotka, Finland. Dressed in uniform, he took a crossbow from his house and shot 2 of his neighbors. The next day, using an assault rifle he had stolen from his military base, he shot a mailman before fleeing into the...
Wait a minute, how you steal an assault rifle? Ain't them things big? How you steal one?
You'd be surprised. People steal anything.
That is crazy.
You ever heard of people stealing pigs?
That's a pig, but an
How you steal
assault
a pig? It's a
rifle. You brought it all the way back home to kill your neighbors.
Got tired of all the loud music.
That don't justify killing these folks.
the woods while shooting at random houses. After he was captured, he was sentenced to life in prison. However, after 4 previous attempts, he was granted parole in September 2014. Number 5. Charlene Gallego. Charlene Gallego, along with her husband Gerald, were serial killers who killed 10 people, the majority of whom were teenagers in the American West between 1978 and 1980. They would abduct random people off the street and keep them as sex slaves before murdering them, earning themselves the moniker of the Love Slave Killers. After being captured, Charlene was offered a plea deal in exchange for testifying against Gerald, and she was subsequently sentenced to 16 years and 8 months in prison. While Gerald eventually died in prison awaiting execution, Charlene was freed in July of 1997. Number 4. Alexander Wrubel. From September 1997 to June 1998, Wrubel, who was then a teenager, murdered 6 to 8 people while high on gasoline vapors. His first victim...
What kind of gas y'all got over there?
Gasoline vapors.
Because how you get high off... I understand you can't get high off of it. But how long you sitting there to get high off of it?
It don't matter how long.
He must just started pumping gas yesterday, because ain't no way I'm going to get high off of gasoline vapors and then go out here and start unaliving people. Like, no.
You can't get high.
That's crazy. All this is crazy.
Hey, while he in Ukraine, he better be helping them out in that so-called war that they got going on. That's a good deed. Since he like to kill. I mean, would you?
That's what they need. That's what y'all need to do. Get all the gangsters and the gunslingers and put them to war.
And pay them.
Put them to war. They want to kill something. They want to go out here and get somebody put on the wall.
Less crime. But you know, they ain't gonna do that because they ain't gonna have nothing to talk about on the news. They ain't gonna benefit from it. It's just too positive.
Put all the gangbangers the wall.
It's too positive. It's too good to be true. So the
world would be a better place. Just put the drug dealers to wall.
Don't even put the drug dealers to war. Put the gangbangers to war. Put the drug dealers as the holistic herbal doctors. They ain't got to get no doctor degree.
Put them to wall. Make them useful.
That's useful right there.
Make them useful.
Easy money.
Notorious serial killers, Karla Homolka and her husband Paul Bernardo were responsible for raping and murdering 3 women, including Homolka's sister Tammy, who they drugged and proceeded to rape until she choked on her own vomit and died. They then kidnapped 2 more girls off the street and raped, tortured, and murdered them as well. He was sentenced to 12 years and was released in 2005. 2. The Lights Angels of Death. Throughout the 1980s, the Lights Angels of Death were employed as nurses' aides in Austria. After one of the angels killed a patient...
I heard of this before. They was like they doing a good deed by... I think I remember seeing this on
Don't you
Criminal Minds. I think it was Criminal Minds.
I'm not saying no ID.
her friends into joining her foray into murder. Over the years, they allegedly killed upwards of 200 patients by holding their noses and filling their mouths with water until they drowned. After being caught discussing their latest kill in a bar, they confessed to 49 of the murders. Their sentences ranged from 15 years to life, but as of 2008, all have been released and are walking free. Number 1. Pedro Lopez. Jeffrey Dahmer who? Lopez was a mass murderer who says he raped and killed up to 300 young girls between the ages of 9 and 12 years old throughout.
That's sick. That's a whole nother. Jeffrey's sick. That whole thing is sick. Any person who decides to do anything to anybody that is not, that's sick. That is sick. And no gender. It don't matter what gender. It don't matter what none of that is. It is sick. Mental health.
It is sick. And
it's sick. And
I would like to, I'm pretty sure everybody would like to understand like what is triggering them to actually do that type of stuff. But you do also have other people who really don't care what they thinking. They just need to fall off the face of the earth.
it's sick.
Because these are innocent children.
Exactly. Innocent people, like, these people don't do no. I don't care if they did anything to anybody else. You should not be responsible for taking nobody else's life. Point blank. It's sick. It's a sickness. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And next, comment what you want to see. What you want to see next. Reaction, a vlog, a mukbang, another food review. What y'all want to see?
Doses.